are a few of my favorite things.
Well, greetings. We have one of everybody's favorite things, mine included, is the Electrolux canister. Now I refer to this as a Super J. I know this is not the Super J, but this is in the industry often referred to as a Super J because that's what all the parts say that are available. This has the newer style push button rather than the rocker. This is 1980s criteria. Let's see, like later 80s. Unfortunately, this one's had a really hard life. The customer has already moved on to a new vacuum, but wants a secondary vacuum. Unfortunately, something I've never seen before. Get a good close-up of that shit. See that that's actually cracked under there. So that's messed up. That's messed up. But we're not going to go vacuum along with it like some people. We're actually going to fix this the best we can. And also the switch is bad. So believe it or not, the switch is still available. So we're going to pop it open, change the switch out, give it a once over. It's not going to get the full spot treatment today. The condition this is in, it's just, there's no reason to rip it apart and wash it out. It's not going to be long for this world, unfortunately. Kind of sad. I really like these machines. I actually really like this version as well. I think I like the Silverado a little bit better, but anyways. So I've already been in here, but we're going to talk a little bit about what's here, because it is strange compared to a lot of other things. So you have, first of all, it's completely missing on this, but there was a tube that went from the cord rewinder in here and all the way up to the bellows in here. And there are bellows in here that control the automatic shut-off of the vacuum. And there's yet another rocker switch in here that is activated by airflow restriction. Really innovative at the time when they came out with it. I mean, I guess they've always had something like that, but it's just super innovative. It's super cool. And they went into the Lux 2100. In the late 90s even had that. Rather than going full electronic, they went that mechanical route. And they're still around, so I can't fault them for that. These machines are pretty easy, simple to work on. They're like layers. You have your bag, chamber, your motor, there's like a plastic shroud here and a cord reel. That's it, and there's a termination over here. That's it. There's not much here. So this is pretty filthy. Carbon dust just builds up on these like a motherfucker. And I'm actually going to wash this. That would be my preferred method. So, but first we're going to take a look at how this push button switch works, because that's kind of cool. So what is going on here is you push in. So those guys, we probably shouldn't have loosened the screw to show you that, but go a little bit deeper. So essentially what's happening here is when you push this, and this is the type of thing Electrolux is kind of known for, this weird, very mechanical stuff, is you push this, and that is actually rocking back and forth the switch. So here, this one, meh, burned. So we're going to relook at the terminals, see if make sure there's no oxidation. So it looked like it just came loose during use and burned the outside casing. So again, very easy to fix. This thing's so filthy, I'm just going to go rinse it off real quick. I'll leave you alone to look at this poor, sad Electrolux. I know there's like 2 minutes and we're on another video of mine. It's like, where did he go? Well, I went to wash parts. I explained that in the video. Some people are a little slow though. And because I don't like editing videos if I don't have to. I know it's unprofessional of me. And probably gonna get a strike on YouTube just for saying that, but so, by the way, what I'm doing over here is I'm just cleaning off what I can with the toothbrush, making sure it's nice and clean for the customer. Alright. So, there's already rust here, but just washing off that odor that will build up on these is, I think, pretty important. So the switch is just going to go in there. It just sits in there, just like that. I'm actually going to reattach it, and then there's going to get a few drops of solder on the end of this. And I know that could make it hard for somebody else down the line, but this thing's really on its last leg, so I don't think there'll be anybody else. And these connectors are hard to come by in this size, so I really don't want to have to deal with this thing taking a shit on the customer. So I'm gonna move you guys up just a little closer. Got my Hicko brand soldering iron. We're just gonna real quick. Just nice and dirty and just, yeah, things are going everywhere. Come on. Come on, honey. It's like I know I'm gonna burn it with the soldering iron. It's like, just gonna get a little bit of that. Man, this tip is messed up. My coworker who fixes lamps, I think has been into the soldering iron. Alright, I'm just going to put a little bit of solder, if we can. This tip is fucked up on the soldering iron. I don't know what he did to this. I think he filed this or something. Wow. What the fuck happened to that? Alright. Well, I need a new soldering iron tip. That's for sure. Alright. Just gonna give it some weight so it stays in one place while I do this. Alright. Just gonna quickly There we go. So what I did, again, if somebody yanks hard enough on this, they can pull this off. Just put 2 little solder tips on there just to be on the safe side here. This has like old school asbestos or fiberglass or whatever kind of insulation. It's on these 2 little guys. It's funny that this big old machine has this tiny little switch. There we go. So that just goes in there, like so. Everything is fighting me today. I swear it's really not that difficult. Of course. Battery died here, but use only genuine Electrolux bags. Well, this is a 4-layer bag. It actually filters a little bit better than a genuine bag. So we're going to use it in it. This is such a cool bag closure. I think it's fucking awesome. And that just goes closed like that. So I want to show you how this thing works, because it's super cool. All right. Something is wrong with that. Has a kind of an odor to it. So I'm, of course, curious about that feature. Why? Let's see what happened in here. Let's see. Some tech disabled it, or if it's dirty or rotten. This is just such a cool thing. So I think we should see it. There's also a actual safety switch if the bag's not in here, which I think is a cool thing. Alright. So, talk about old school complicated. I've never seen inside of one of these. Let's put it on its side. Give you an idea of what's here. I bet you didn't know all that was inside your Electrolux lid. So I'm looking at the bellows, and the rubber is actually rotted here, and that's why it's not working. So this is automatic shut-off back in the day, or a bag check light back in the day. So what that knob does, let's move you right over here to be able to see it perfectly. So what that knob does is it controls this bellow. I'll actually see that bellow move up and down. This clear piece here is moving up and down. Very strange. And then this, when the suction is restricted, you see that? What's supposed to happen, it's supposed to open it and open the door. So that was the chuck bag. And you can see the mechanical switch right here. It's just fabulous. Again, just how that all works is just amazing. Really old school technology. They did not go to transistors or any sort of modern thing. There's even a light bulb in here. This actually isn't even a LED. They had LEDs back then. They were popular in VCRs and things. So yeah, that's what's inside this. And I can just tell by looking at it that it is dry rotted. Maybe plugged. Let's see. Ooh. We're going to go with plugged. We're going to take a slightly more powerful vacuum. And you see the dust that builds up in these. I've got a drill bit. I'm not putting it in the drill. What I'm doing is I'm just going to throw it in the hole. That's too big. I need the smaller one. Get that out of the way. Let's see if I can unplug. I'm just going to do that. I am going to put it in the drill. I don't feel like fussing with that. And you can see all the stuff that came out of there. Or I can see all the stuff. I don't know if you guys can. When I did that. So I've now hopefully cleared it up a little bit. We'll see if that cleared it. If not, that's as much as we're going into this. Again, if this was my machine or machine I was doing for a collector, you best bet this would be a lot different. Alright. Let's see if we got the thing working or not now. 'Cause it was full of past 25 years or 30 years of dirt. Probably 30 some years. You can hear the motor. This machine is tired. So that's what's in there. So we're going to clean it up and pull the original Electrolux. Well, might not be original. This is a newer city that's on here. Again, I just don't know what to do about those wheels. I'm going to try reforming this, but I think it's just going to crack if I do that. I'm going to try. Alright. Yeah, it looks like the axle of this rear wheel is messed up. I don't know why they're putting this money. I don't know why they just don't buy a different machine. They really messed this up. And I think they got it secondhand. They said like this at like a garage sale or something. Alright, well, I'm not messing with that anymore. So we're gonna clean off all this. This stuff's gonna come right clean. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. I mean, this is just to give you an idea how bent this is. you can see the bowing on this side compared to this side, where the metal got bent out from the impact it took. Really a shame that's in bad condition like this. Give it a little bit of cosmetic help here. And if you see one of these, I would definitely put this in your collection. This is a good machine. This is it doesn't filter well. You can put HEPA bags in there. It's not going to filter well, but it's a nice machine. I think I've already talked about that. If you're running vintage vacuums, you probably want to just run an air purifier. Scrubbing this up the best we can. Poor Electrolux. It's had much better days. Sure, if I could talk, I could tell a few stories. It is just... wonder if I can pull the magic marker off. Aha! We're gonna pull this thing off. Maybe I should leave the Jimmy sticker on. This is always marked up, even the machine's in good care. This back end, it's rubber and it's meant to be absorb impacts from it fishtailing. Rather than give it caster so it didn't fishtail, they just kind of, well, we'll just put more rubber on the machine. Like these plastic wheels aren't quite plastic or rubber, they're kind of soft. They're not supposed to mar floors, though they do. So our Electrolux canister, we actually put felt around the wheels when we put in a wood floor at one of the houses I lived in. It was the ugliest thing, which I then proceeded to pull off as soon as we moved. Now my mom has a Miele. She got a Miele and she got a Sanitaire upright. I know, people think I hate Sanitaire. I really don't. This is just... oh, that's as good as that's going to be right there. Give it a little back polish. Clean up what we can. And back polish is just a particular greasy, like Armor All, like furniture polish kind of product. It's not something super special. Alright, well that is that. As always, please thumb up, subscribe, comment below. Hopefully I get a better condition one, and eventually so I can do a full, proper service. And of course, subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. Greetings, YouTube. Please subscribe. So I have here an Electrolux later model, a brand new bag. Insert that in here. And this is a great bag, don't get me wrong. But it was made before we had gizmos like these, and even the concept of filtration was so foreign modern filtration when this was made. So that is the particle counter, and we're going to try it here, and then we'll try it up here directly in the blower. Sorry about that little old Electrolux. So again, this machine was made before that was even a concept. There are worse filtering machines out there, but this is definitely not something I would run in my house without at least an air purifier going. That is, anytime this thing goes over about 300,000 is where you get into the range that you don't want that much particulate coming out of your machine. So it doesn't have to below zero, but it does need to be under 300,000 or so, or less. But when you get into the multi-millions, that's where it really is a dust distribution machine more than a dust collection machine. So as always, please thumbs up and subscribe to Performance Reviews.